What's going on, beautiful people? It's Boujee Oracle Goddess, and we are here for the 1010 portal. I did not think that I would be having a live today or tonight because it's actually, what time is it? It's 10:55 p.m. Central Time where I am. And I did not expect to be doing a live. But however, I was actually just kind of uh, I was getting ready for bed to lay down, and out of nowhere, just kind of like, okay, go live. I was like, no, like what? Do what? And it was like, go live. I was like, I hadn't expected or anticipated on doing anything for 1010 Portal, or I would have done so already. So because was, I'm going to use the word invited because I guess I did have a choice. So I was like, okay, let me go up here and get ready and let me see what we're going to do here. So, first of all, I just wanted to say I hope everybody is having a beautiful 1010, and I hope it's been great for you. And whether you set any intentions or not, that's kind of one of those things that maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you're not sure if you wanted to, maybe you're not sure if you needed to. But this amazing portal, um, actually, there are different portals that come around. But this portal right here is, we always have with the moons, releasing, manifesting, etc. But this is one in getting to know oneself and connecting. So what I decided to do was to do a little live, and they had me pick a couple of cards to start off. And I was thinking, oh, and the main reason why I was thinking, I don't think I want to go live. Like, why am I going live? Because I don't even dang, y'all, I ain't got my nails done. It was like, we don't care about your nails, girl, come on. So I was like, okay, we gonna get into it. So anyway, let me go with the first card that came up. So let's see if I'm gonna turn the light on. So the first card that came up was this one right here. This is the King of Scrolls. So what about it? What about the King of Scrolls? Okay, if you look real close, let me put my light up a little bit. You see all those scrolls that's kind of sitting there on the table? This is about having choices and things. There's one, two, he has one in his hand. There's a gate back there if you notice, and there's a horizon that's lit up. Beautiful things are sprouting around them, flowers. And this one right here is where there is a scroll that's already open. So apparently there was some plans set. So if you have some plans set in motion and you're trying to decide what you want to do, by all means, please move forward with it and go right on ahead. Okay. All right. Now let's see here. Another thing about the scroll, you notice he's standing and not sitting. So he's in ready position. He's also contemplating. So if you're in a space of where, like, okay, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to do something, I'm contemplating, but you got several things on your plate that you actually have, um, as far as situations and or ideas or people, etc., that apparently are on the table for you to actually breathe into, to decide whether or not you want to bring this to fruition. Well, because it's so close and up front and not in the distant background. It's not back here or not back there. It's very close. So for you, while you stand in that ready and waiting position, who are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? You have all the power to make the decisions that you want to make. Okay? It's totally up to you, and only you can make that decision. The gate back there, okay, yeah, you're going to walk through the gate and with your decisions, what's holding you back? The gate is closed. So are you going to walk towards the gate and open the gate up? Are you just going to allow the gate to stay closed? It's totally up to you. But on this amazing 1010 portal, This would be a time frame in which would be amazing if you took action and released some old habits and some new ones. So instead of standing or sitting and watching, it would be ideal if you were to move through it and actually decide to go forward, okay? Or if you're closing the door on some old habits, old situations, and people that may not need to be there and for your own highest good, then you decide to leave the door shut or the gate shut and decide which route are you going or which way are you going, okay? Which way will you be going? Only you would know that, okay? It's not a hard decision. Sometimes we just refuse to make a decision. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next card that they have for us. The next card is get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you and can tell. All right, so those of you that energetically are not moving around and getting any exercise, and it's been God knows when since you went outside and took a real walk, they are saying, hey, get into it, okay? So if that's you and you feel your body being pissed, you would know that it's time to make some changes. Now, sometimes this comes up as a um, what do you want to call it? Metaphor. This is not. This is literal to some people that come across this video. Okay. I didn't walk my 2 miles today, but I normally walk 2 miles a day or more. So yesterday I did 3. Today I didn't do any because I was really busy today. And by the time I thought I needed to fit it in or could fit it in, um, I needed to get ready to take care of something for the evening, so I didn't get to do that. So those of you, if you are not moving the body, then do so. Okay. All right. Let's move on forward and go to the next thing. Give me just a second. All right. So the next thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to go into some messages. Right. I'm going to go into some messages that are meant for this portal. Now, any other time I'd have what I need to, or what I think I need to move things around, but I don't have that. And so give me just a second, guys. Bear with me. There's something that I'm looking for. I'm trying to put my hands on, and I'm not quite sure where it is. But I hope you guys are having a good 10-10 portal. Dang it, it never fails when I'm really looking for something. I cannot find it. All right, so give me just a second, and okay, give me just a second. All right, we're gonna get on to it. Okay. Well, I can't find what I'm looking for, so we're gonna keep moving. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put the camera up, and we're going to actually not put it up, but I'm gonna hang it up so that we can see what we need to see. Okay? Because we do have some messages that are coming in. All right. Hope everybody's doing okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna move this. Sorry about that, guys. And then I'm gonna put it upside down. Oops. All right, there we go. That's where I want to be. All right. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and open up messages that may be coming through for individuals, and we're going to get started. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What messages do you have for us for the 1010 portal? I want to make sure that we are in frame and that we can see. Okay? All right, we'll slide this just that way a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start with message number 1. Message number 1 is see the importance and the promise of renewal and transformation, which is really what this 1010 portal is about. And if you look over here, you got the beautiful Aphrodite, and she's kind of there, and just move this up just a little bit. She's there, and this beautiful leopard that is kind of adoring her, right? And right over the moon and the sun, love is a cunning weaver of fantasies and fables. So that's something to really think about. Which would your life be? Which would you have it to be? Okay. Let's move on to the next message. Thank you. Next message they have: to have courage is to have heart. So when you have heart and you're working with whether to make decisions around things, or whether you're trying to decide to make a move, or maybe even not, or maybe there's something that you need to voice verbally to someone and you're not really sure if you should, etc. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and to do that, to have heart, especially when it's something that is not of ill intent, right? And this beautiful picture here is just pretty much depicting this beautiful woman, and she sits here, and this is like, forgive yourself. That's what it says there. Can you guys see that? Yes, forgive yourself. So what does that mean? Well, it's kind of like, we got to love on yourself and forgive yourself for things that you haven't accomplished. Forgive yourself for not making moves as you feel you should. Forgive yourself for thinking of things or having ill intent, or not having enough intention behind things for individuals, or not even showing love for self and for others, right? So sometimes we have to have conversations with people, and sometimes we have to have conversations about situations, right? So just take your time, love on yourself, and just get it done, right? However you need to do it, okay? All right, let's go. Thank you, team. We have focus on one thing that will move you towards your goal. This is amazing because it's pretty much also in alignment. I want to thank the teams for coming through. I want to thank y'all for coming through. And if you have a question about something and you're wondering, should you do this or should you do that about moving towards your goal? The answer is yes. YES. Okay? Yes. Just one little thing towards your focal point can get you there. Okay? All right, let's go to the next. They want me to go back this way. All right, gratitude. Give me just a second. Team. Thank you. Here we go. Spend time working with your shadows and facing your fears. What is it? What is there about something that you fear? What is it, something that makes you nervous? It is causing you to hesitate around anything. Figure out what that is, because you know what that is. There's no such thing as I don't know, because you do know. Figure what that is. Spend some time with that reasoning as to why it is that you're having this fear. What is it based around? When you find what that is, forgive yourself for allowing it to take up so much time and rent in your head, in your mind, and in your heart, that it is also causing you to be isolated and frozen so that you cannot make a decision. Okay? And whatever it is around something that you're kind of trying to decide who or why, if it's about you taking your time, thank you, team. I was trying to get that out. Taking your time. The answer is no. Do not take your time. Run fast to it. Okay. And then over here we have a picture. And I know this light is really bright. I apologize for that. And it says, maybe I belong among the stars. Maybe you do. Maybe you need to stand out and don't realize that you hold yourself back. Only you are holding you back. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Thank you, team. All right, the next one is hello. Hello. Okay. Um, actually this is that allow. I'm sorry. I said hello, did I? Allow. Allow your life to carry you away and find beauty and important lessons in whatever life throws at you. So sometimes we look at things as a problem. what actually is a solution. Or sometimes we look at things as a problem. It's merely trying to get your attention so that you can move out of your own way. Are you standing in your own way right now in this season during this portal? We want to get out of our way, erase, meaning that move it out the way. Not that it doesn't never existed, because of course it did or does, and allow yourself to move past that so that you can do whatever it is that you need to do for you. Okay? And whatever it is you need to do for others, maybe it's something around others that you need to be doing. Now, the question could be, is this something that I can move past quickly? Yes. Is this something that I can move in a direction that will allow me to be who I want to be and say the things that I want to say to the people and around situations that I want to? And the answer is yes. Okay? All right. Let's keep going. Thank you, team. All right. What a beautiful, beautiful picture. Pull up just a little bit, guys. The next one is, don't let your achievement define you. Think about that. Don't let your achievements define you. You still have much to learn. So it's kind of like sometimes, we can get a little cocky. We can get a little confident, overconfident. Yeah, that's a real thin line between being very confident and being cocky, right? I float that sometime myself, and I really have to check myself. I really do. It's because I work so hard around things and I get excited about things, right? And so I can about my accomplishments and or about achieving things. So sometimes it's important that we stay grounded enough to know when we need to check ourselves. And then sometimes it's not even that you need to check yourself, you're just super excited. And so that comes across as very confident. Okay. Now, the question could be, is this in my head, or do I act cocky sometimes? And the answer is yes. Okay. Some of you know this, but you know what? It's a normal human thing to do. However, because we are working with other humans, etc., we have to kind of keep in mind others. And sometimes that's a little irritating, or it can be a little hard, more hard than what we want. So if you look over here, this picture is a beautiful picture. And down here towards the bottom, move it over here where it says, grow from your pain. Grow from your pain. Yo, think about that. Grow from your pain. When we have pain, we like, fuck pain. Fuck growing from it. This shit hurts. But it does allow us to elevate once we move through the initial sting. Now, that sting could last a period of time, or it could be a very short lived sting. But the thing about when something stings, it hurts first, and then we think about it, right? So try to keep in your mind that it's only temporary, because it is, okay? So grow from your pain. Thank you, team. Gratitude and ashe. Go to the next one. What do you have for us today? And another message. You have what it takes to make the change you want. Everything that you have is within you. Everything. Everything that you want and need is within you. Do I need others for a support system? No. Everything you have, you need. All right. And if you look over here, this amazing, beautiful picture. You've changed. I hope so. So we got the sun and the moon, right? Change. Change is difficult for some of us. Change is easy for some of us. Change is something that some of us don't even think about. Which category would you say that you fit into? You don't have to beat yourself up about it. Just know where you stand now and know which side of the totem pole that you wish to move to. It's difficult. Maybe you want to stay where you are right now. I don't want to change. I don't want to be dealing with this bullshit. But we have to, right? In order to move forward and to grow and to elevate. So, with that being said, just remember that you have everything that you need. You know where your thoughts come from. And then after your thoughts, there is action that needs to be taken. And then after the action, there's always a resolution. And from the resolution comes an outcome. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is the answers are seeking. The answers you are seeking will come from your deepest truth. That can be painful sometimes. It's like getting to know you, like, or the shit that you hide from yourself. Not even that you hide from others, not that it's their motherfucking business, but it's more or less you have to be upfront and real with yourself, right? Some people have difficulties with doing that, and I understand that. But once you are able to dig deep and really look at yourself, not what somebody did to you, not what somebody said about you, but what do I feel about the entirety of whatever is going on, whether it's words, wordplay, whether it's some actions, etc. What is it that within the depths of you that you know that you could pick up and recognize and decide what energy you want to put into it or remove from it so that you can move forward? Now, sometimes people have to move backwards just a tiny bit, and that's just because they're recouping steps so that they can see what exactly it is. Like, what did I miss? Did I miss something? Sometimes you do when you move too fast or when you don't move. So if you step back a little bit to see how did I get here, then you should be able to uncover the variables that led you to where you are so that you can move past it. Okay? All right. If a question in your mind is, Team, is Boujee talking about me? Yes. Yes. Okay. And this right here is the beautiful mermaid moon. Guys, I apologize for the light right here on the page. It's something is because the light is over me. And I didn't want it to be too dark. But I was trying to think that this other light might not be enough. Let me see if I can switch it out. If I can switch it out, maybe. Oops. Sorry about that, y'all. If I could switch it out, maybe we might have an opportunity to not have the light be so bright. Let me see. Okay. All right, I switched that out. Let's see. Right, let me see if I turn this one off. It's still going to be a light, but maybe not as bright. Okay, so we'll go with this one for a little bit. We'll see what that does. All right, let's move to the next thing. Next message that you have from the collective. Here we go. You are being called to take action and bring your intention to fruition. Guys, listen, this is so amazing and so beautiful. And here is why. You are being called for something that is so amazing and beautiful because the intention of something that you're trying to bring to fruition wants you. It wants you. So if it wants me, why am I struggling? Some people may think, why am I struggling? Because there's fear around movements that you need to take. And there's fear around if I take those movements or make those movements, what will it look like? Well, because you don't know, it's the reason that you are stalling. So if it's several steps, take one at a time. If it's only one, close your eyes and just jump. Close your eyes and just jump. Okay? All right, let me slide this over right here. Now, here we have the picture of bad days will end, right? It says there will be bad days and they will end. So, when you find yourself all tuckered out and like, fuck this is some straight bullshit. When you get to that point, take a nap, sit down, breathe, light you a candle, burn you some incense, burn your sage for heaven's sake, okay? And then just allow yourself to sit with whatever is going on. Why am I procrastinating? Listen, I can relate. I'm a procrastinating cousin, if that's one of you, okay? And then think about it and just take one thing at a time. Don't beat yourself up about it, but just take one thing at a time. I think I like this other light better. Yeah, I do. I'm going to cut that one off. Okay, let's keep going. We'll just have to try to keep it to the side, okay? All right, let's go to the next one, team. Thank you so much for that message. Now, let's get to the yes or no. Right now, where you are, around this message, you are being called to take action and bring your intention to fruition. I want you to think of a question around that passage right there, and I want you to decide on a question that comes to mind. Ask yourself this question. and this is the answer. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next one. All right, they want me to go back just a tiny bit. Here we go. All right. Disappointment. Disappointment you may feel right now is a necessary step for achieving change and rebirth to move on. Okay? So, somebody, a situation, people, you didn't do something, did something, etc. Now you're feeling butt ass hurt. But that's okay. You can move past this. You can. So, with that being said, it's telling you right now, you have to go through this. It's kind of like your journey right now where you are. It's very visible and it's very tangible. So, once you're able to move past being butt ass hurt about something, listen, I know what it feels like to be butt ass hurt. But if you can make a decision like, you know what, I don't want to be the victim. Why am I playing the victim? And sometimes we're not. Something really did happen. But do you really want to sit with it for a long period of time and build karma with the situation? Do you really? Or with whatever is involved or whoever is involved? Do you really? Why not release it in whatever connection that you have with them? Allow that thing or the individual, that energy to move on about it and go on about their business so that you can keep doing what you want to do. Okay? All right. Now, in your mind, I want you to ask yourself a question. What I really should have been doing is covering this up so y'all can't see it, but it's okay. So, I want you to think in your mind something around being disappointed. And if the question is more or less around, was I wrong in making the movement or the judgment that I did? If it's around something like that, there's your answer. No, it was legit, but you didn't have to take it on as your own. You chose to do so. And we always have a choice. So make different choices on how long you take something on, if you take it on, and how long you allow it to be around. That energy can be very stagnating and very heavy. Okay? All right, so we're going to keep moving on with the next one. Thank you, team. All righty, let's see. I'm going to go this time. I'm going to make sure I cover it up. Trick ya. All right, here we go. Have an honest conversation to surface secrets. Have an honest conversation. And then over here we got just look up in the sky to remember where you really belong, what you're a part of. You know, what star seed are you? What do you represent? How does that energy come to you when you need it? Because you're more familiar with that particular star seed energy. Okay? Now, if not thinking about that and how you connect with it, have an out loud conversation with your higher self. Not necessarily a team, collective, or energies that assist you and guide you, but with your higher self. That is your consciousness that has been with you throughout, period. And just ask, this conversation, is it going to be difficult? This conversation, do I need to have it? This conversation, is it important? This conversation, will it lead to better things? This conversation, is it better left alone? And only you would know that. Okay? And if you have any questions around this right here, who you should have this conversation with, is it time for the conversation? Whatever the question may be, I want you to ask yourself that question right now. And I'll give you a little bit of opportunity and time, and then we'll go for the answer. All right? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And here we go. And the answer is no. So maybe it's not time, but even though you think about it, is it giving you grief? If it's giving you grief, have a conversation anyway. Okay? But if it's so detrimental to you to where you cannot have this conversation, then maybe you have to put it on ice. And that would be the reason for the no. However, the longer you take to have the conversation, the longer the situation around that energy, whatever is pulling on around the situation or individual or things, it will sit there as well. There will be no movement. Okay? All right, let's go to the next. Gratitude teams. All right. The next is you carry within you the wisdom to heal your soul. You carry the wisdom throughout multiple lifetimes to heal things that bother you, to heal things that you grieve over so much that it is causing dis-ease. Allow yourself to permeate and get to know it so that you can move that energy, whether it's with Reiki, or whether it's with sound therapy, or whether it's with meditation, whether it's with the Om, or whether it's with you just being honest with yourself. Sometimes just being honest is enough so that you can release. And sometimes we need more. Is it massage therapy that you need to move that energy for you so that you can have an awakening that you need? You be the one to make the decision, okay? But you carry within you the wisdom that you need to heal your soul, okay? And it's been many moons that you have thought about this. Maybe it was 2, maybe it was 3. Maybe it's something that's been around for years, so we had many moons. Irregardless to what it is, you have the ability to heal it, okay? So whatever this may be around, you would know because it's come to mind. You carry within you the wisdom to heal your soul. What is it that is piercing the soul currently, right now, on 1010? I want you to think about that. And I want you to bring to mind a question to ask to the consciousness collective. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And there is the answer to the question that you may have. All right, guys, I think that is, we did pretty good for tonight. So I want to go ahead and close this off. And I want to say it was a beautiful 1010. I want to thank the collective for having me to come and spend a little bit of time on this beautiful portal night. And I will be back tomorrow because the portal is still around. Okay. And we will do some more of these. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and move this out the way. Now what I want to do is I want to bring to mind my little kettle here, okay? As you see, I got a few little things in there, and I want to burn the kettle, burn some things within the kettle that may assist some people that come across this video, okay? First, I'll grab them. All right, we're gonna give you a little bit of, whew, whew. All right, let's clear your energy out. All right, let's clear your energy out. Put that there. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do this for some people. You know if this is for you or not. And here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move that up a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna write something down, and I want you to think of something in your mind. And I'm gonna write it down, and we're gonna go ahead and send it up to the universe. This is the first thing that came up for someone. It is loving self. Loving self. I'm going to take this bay leaf. We're going to throw that in there and put that in there. Next, we have all right, somebody is going to come across this, and their issue is something around healing my body. Healing my body. So Boujee's going to go ahead and put this in here, and we're going to send this up to the universe. I want you to speak into it. And so it is. All right. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, the next one is I want peace. I want peace. Someone is having a hormonal imbalance, and someone is having an imbalance within their home. And it's just a lot of commotion. So we're going to send it to the universe, allow them to do what they're doing with their magic. Gratitude. So that you can find peace and move on. I want you to take time and send something up with that. Okay? All right, next. All right, next we have someone that has something around a new job. You're wanting a new job? Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. It just came out of nowhere. All right. You're wanting a new job, or you're trying to find a new job, or you're thankful for the new job. Whatever the energy is around that, go ahead and put some intention to it. And we're going to go ahead and send that as well up to the universe. Gratitude. Next, we have excuse me again, y'all. Sorry about that. All right, the next one is I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. All right, we're going to take the time this evening, put some energy into that for whoever this belongs to. You know who you are. And we're going to drop it in that and send it on up. All right. And so it is. And so it is. All right, everybody. I want to thank you if you come across this video and you find it to give you some solace. By all means, leave an emoji. Leave an emoji. Uh, leave a message. Leave a message. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I want to thank the universe and all my conscious collective teams for working with me and the things that I am bringing into the end of this quarter of the 2023. It is mine. I claim it. I visualize what it is, and it is on my canvas. And I'm grateful and thankful for the constant reminders. And so it is. Ashe. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and being here. And more than anything, I want to say you have the power within you to do the things that you so desire to do. Even if it takes a little bit of time, you still have to know that you can do it. You can do it. Okay? And this is Boujee Oracle Goddess, and I want to say thank you for just stopping by. And of course, the candles, I forgot to mention that they have me to light for you. Balance, healing, love, namaste, and relax. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for another of the 1010 Portal live messages. Turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you. Take care.